Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe that I am about to film this video, but yes, it's my favourite albums of the year. Can you believe it? I can't believe that it's actually the end, coming up to the end of December now. It's Christmas in 1 week, so I'm pretty in shock actually at how fast this year has gone. It's been quite an emotional one for me, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a bit of a crazy year, bit of a get to know yourself, Rachel, year, and I just thought, what better way to talk about it than through the love of music. Fantastic. I've picked 4 albums. I know you're supposed to do 9 top albums of the year, but I've gone with 4 because the way my emotions worked this year was I went for a different album every season, and I just thought 4 was a better number than 9, and it would be 9 that didn't actually correspond to my year as a whole. These 4 are literally the 4 album anthems, if you will, of 2016 for me personally. So I thought that would make it a little bit more personal, and we're just going to go on a journey down memory lane of 2016. Okay, so at the beginning of the year, between January and March, well, no, let's say, well, mainly between January and March, I was absolutely obsessed with Bearsden, but with their album Islands. Now, this was their previous album to their latest one. Absolutely obsessed with that album. I mean, that album literally got me through the first 3 months of the year. I had it on repeat constantly, and I do have it up on vinyl. But the album I've actually chosen to put in my favourite albums of the year is their second album, Red Earth and Pouring Rain. Now, this album didn't actually come out until July, but I still went with this one because it was released this year, so it makes more sense for me to show this one than one that was released a few years ago. Even though for the first 3 months of the year I was obsessed with Islands, when this came out, I had this on repeat for a good 2 to 3 months, and I just wanted to talk about Bearsden as a whole, really. So I've picked this one because it came out this year, but Bearsden as a whole literally got me through the first half of this year, solidly the first 3 months, and literally just, I find that music so calming, which is something I really needed at the beginning of the year because I wasn't feeling very calm in myself, and I needed songs that were just beautiful and almost about something that I could relate to, but also the way they sing and what they sing about is a lot in metaphors and a lot in like old wives' tales and myths and stuff like that, so they link it to those things. So there's this wonderful chemistry, if you will, where you can relate to the song yet also disconnect yourself from the story, and I think that's what really helped me and why Bearsden was such an important part of my year this year. So I wanted to put this album in because this is the one that came out this year. So this is Red Earth and Pouring Rain by Bearsden, and my favourite songs on this album have to be Broken Parable, Fortress, Dew on the Vine. It's so difficult to pick from such a wonderful list of songs, and I think when I put this in my record collection video I probably said 3 different songs, but that's what's so beautiful about this album, is every time you listen to it you get a new favourite. And to be honest, all of this whole track list is just stunning and absolutely beautiful, and it's quite different to what I normally listen to with the rock and stuff, but the way these songs and the way this album is put together is just stunning. Like the banjo, the guitar, I think it's either a trumpet or a trombone even at one point. It's just stunning. It's such a beautiful album, and if you really want to calm yourself down or listen to songs, like I said, that are relatable yet you can disconnect from the actual plot of the song, then this is a fantastic album to listen to. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, on the inside, I don't think I have a colour variant of this one. I've just got the plain black vinyl. So, but if you want to look at my whole record collection, I will link the video so you can go and watch that. But yeah, album number 1 of the year got to be Red Earth and Pouring Rain by Bearsden. The second album I wanted to talk about is a lot more angry compared to the Bearsden album. By this point in the year, I was feeling like I wanted to just curl up in a ball in my bed and hate everybody and hate everything. And I was very angry with life and angry with the world. And that's when Aggressive came out by Beartooth, and this album became the anthem for all those emotions, and I used to just play this over and over and over and over on repeat until I felt like I had no anger left inside me. This is what I love about music, is I can literally find any song for any emotion and it can help me. I feel like music honestly heals me. So I know a lot of people don't like screamy music, and this is extremely screamy, and it's like a cross between new metal and a little bit pop punk, but not really. Definitely a bit of punk in there, a bit of classic rock and roll in there. They do everything, Beartooth, and they are absolutely amazing. A fantastic band. I actually saw them last week at London Shepherd's Bush Empire. If you were there, comment down below. Fantastic show, absolutely amazing. And favourite songs from this. Now I know it's probably going to be different again from what I put in my record collection video, but I would have to go with Hated. That song was an anthem for me for the time. Fair Weather Friend, another one. Oh my god, I used to sing that about so many people. And probably King of Anything, and at the show Caleb did an acoustic version of King of Anything, and it was phenomenal. I cried, and it was their encore song as well, so by this point I was just like on another level, and it was fantastic. If you get to see them live, you are so lucky. It was absolutely phenomenal. I had to put this in my albums of the year video because it really was a massive part of my year, this album, a really massive part, and for a lot of the year I was very angry with life in general and not in the best of moods. And I know people say, oh, if you feel like that, why do you listen to angry music? Doesn't that just make you more angry? And in a way, yes, but that's almost a good thing. Like I'd rather get angry through music than get angry at the actual person and like lose my temper or something. I'd rather just stay in my room and listen to this music that I could relate to. The lyrics, it's like they were writing about my life at the time, and I was just so cross with everything and so frustrated that this album really just got me through everything, and it's a wonderful open out book album. And again, this is only a black vinyl. I didn't manage to get a colour variant of this. I don't think I've seen that many people with colour variants of this one, but I believe there was like a black with grey splatter, but like I said, I didn't get it. I just got the normal black one in this, unfortunately. But fantastic album. If you're into anything the slightest bit screamo, then you will absolutely love this. Beartooth are phenomenal. Okay, with the next album, I had calmed myself down by this point of the year. This album, it came out August 5th and was absolutely, I mean, I don't think I've ever been so excited for an album to be released, to be quite honest. And it has to be Moose Blood's Blush. This album is phenomenal. It will never be I'll Keep You in Mind from Time to Time. That album is the previous album to this one, was just on another level, and I don't think Moose Blood will ever be able to better themselves on that album. But that does not mean to say that this album is not good, because I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, it's not as good as I'll Keep You in Mind, they're never going to be able to beat that one. But it doesn't put this album down, because this is still a phenomenal album, and if you listen to it, it is just stunning. Like, I absolutely love it. This got me through so much as well, and between August and now, really, got me through everything, and it's just a fantastic album. And the songs, again, are very speaking your mind and just writing down thoughts. They do have structure, they are verses, hooks and choruses, but it's very storytelling, and there's songs about his dad, and like people just don't tend to write about that stuff anymore. And I think that's what I really love about Moose Blood, is he'll write about his daughter, he'll write about his dad. I'm talking about Eddie, the lead singer. He'll write about his daughter, he'll write about his dad, he'll write about a night out where he got drunk. I love songs like that because that's what's relatable, that's what people feel, and that's a true emotional song. And then you add that with the other band members and how they play their instruments. It's just an amazing chemistry between the band. And I saw these live October 7th at London Coco. Comment down below if you were there. Absolutely fantastic show. I mean, I cried for most of it, so it was amazing. But like I say, this album just got me through so much, and the songs really do mean something to me, and I could listen to most of the songs on this album and go back to that time and think, do you know what, I don't feel like how I used to feel about that song anymore. Like the first times when I listened to these songs, I was associating them with things that were going on in my life then, and those aren't happening anymore now. So it's nice that I can listen to this and be like, do you know what? I was really sad when this album came out, and it got me through all those sad times, but now I'm okay again. And it's kind of become a nostalgic album, even though it only came out in August. So thank you, Moose Blood. I love you. And this one I did manage to get in a colour variant. I managed to get it in the limited edition tricolour. So it's the white, the pink and the blue. So I absolutely love that one. I know there were two other colour variants. Was the clear with the black in the middle and the clear with the black and pink splatter. I might be slightly wrong on those two, but I know like generally that's what the other two variants were. So I managed to get the tricolour. The next album I want to talk about has become the anthem for the last few months, and of course, you know what I'm going to say, it's Boston Manor's Be Nothing. This album is phenomenal. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Absolutely obsessed with Boston Manor. This album is just fantastic. Their old stuff is amazing, don't get me wrong, but this album is beautiful. And I managed to get the alternative cover vinyl. Number 108 out of only 120 were made of these. And I managed to get a colour variant as well, so I feel like this one is just triple lucky. And the colour variant I got, this is probably my favourite vinyl that I've ever got. So it's the opaque white on one side and the transparent blue on the other. It's really hard to show you, but this side is transparent. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit better there, the camera doesn't quite pick it up, but this side's transparent and this side is opaque. And the white and the blue. I think it's probably the most gorgeous vinyl I've ever got. And like I said, there was only 120 of these made. I don't know if that's by the colour variant or by the limited edition cover. But yeah, I got number 108 out of 120. Now, as you know, I have been obsessed with that album. It's absolutely phenomenal, and it really has become my favourite album of the last part of this year, and that's why it had to be in my favourite albums of the year. Yes, it's relatable to me and I can put my emotions into the songs. Probably not as much as the other albums though, interestingly. I think the one I most put my actual, what was happening to me in my life into the music was probably Beartooth actually. But this album really kind of has given me a bit of closure to this year and a little bit of an end to this year, and I think that's why I love it so much. And it really, I'm just obsessed with it. I can't sing its praises enough. It's fantastic. If you haven't listened to it, go out and listen to it. It's absolutely phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things about it, so I should probably shut up about it now. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I only did 4 albums and you're supposed to do 9 of the best, but I just thought those 4 really were my favourite albums of the year, and there were others that I had, but not as much as those 4. And I just wanted to talk about the 4 that really changed my life this year and really helped me get through this year, and that's what music's all about. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you in the next one. Merry Christmas! Bye!